Hey everyone, welcome to Two Car Pros. My name is Ryan and today I'm going to show you exactly how to change the air cabin filter for a 2022 Tesla Model 3. This is really easy, you only need one or two tools, so let's jump into it. Alrighty, to kind of give you a sense of where we're working today, go ahead and open the passenger side door. And we're going to be working right down here. And before we get started, go ahead and remove the floor mat. This car did not come with a floor mat. Owner doesn't have one, so I can't show that. So right here underneath the dash, you can see 1, 2, and 3 body clips. There's another one on the left, and we'll go over that in just a moment. What you want to do on these is just pull down the middle bit. I can actually just use my fingernails, and it pulls the middle of the body clip out, and then you need to go get the rest of the clip body. I have a special tool for that. It's called a body clip puller, but if you don't have one of these, just a regular standard screwdriver will work just fine. There we go. All 3 of those removed. Now we can go over to the 4th. And to the left of those 3 body clips is the 4th one. And it comes out exactly the same as the other ones did. There we go. Now we should be able to just kind of reach up here and very gently just kind of tug on this panel. You don't want to break it. And if you haven't turned off your HVAC system, now is a good time using the infotainment screen. And then we're just gonna wiggle that guy on down. Looking good. On the back side of the panel here, we have the light. We can just depress the safety right there and wiggle the connector off. Then we can remove our speaker here, and it doesn't look like there's a safety you depressed. You just kind of pull on it until it comes out. And then we can just remove this entire panel from the car. Now we're ready to remove this panel here, and the way I'm going to do that is just reach right up here at the top right and pull straight towards me. Just kind of going around, releasing those clips that hold it in place. Does require a little bit of force. There we go. And just remove that. And then way up underneath here, this door is where your air cabin filter lives and is held in with a 6mm socket. I prefer to use a socket, not the Torx, because I feel like it gets a better purchase of the fastener. Remove that. And then we can remove this door, set that aside, and our air cabin filters are exposed. And you'll notice before we even take it out, this little arrow right here is pointing back towards the car, not towards the front. So we can grab this little tab. It'll kind of help us get the filter out. So we can grab this upper tab that will remove the upper filter. We can remove that, get it out of there. And then the lower filter comes up like this and then out, just like that. Then we can grab our replacement filter. Here it is. There is your part number, and there's only one part number for this. You just buy 2 of them. That's how you do that. These are the official Tesla air filters. However, if you don't want to do that, I will leave a link down below in the description to a much more budget-friendly and will still work probably just as well. So make sure the arrow is facing back towards the trunk of the car. And we're going to slip that guy in gently now. We don't want to mangle this too badly. There we go, and it's going to drop in and it's going to drop down. It's going to go plop, just like that. Perfect. And then we have our little tab hanging out like that, so it'll make it easier on us. Remember, arrow back. Place that guy down, and we don't want to do this with the tab. We want the tab to kind of hang out towards us. Then we're going to grab the second filter. Make sure the arrow is pointing back towards the trunk. Put it on top of the tab of the first air filter that we put in. And just slide that all the way back, just like that. Fits real nice. Notice our tab is free like that because it's going to fold down like that, so that way it's easier when we remove it next time. So we can fold this tab kind of up and this tab kind of down. And then we're going to take our door and we're going to look carefully at this little tang. See that little nub right in the middle of the screen? That's going to go into a receiver up like this and swing down. If you don't put that in, the door won't seal and your HVAC system will leak and it won't do its job. So we can fold the flap. So we can fold the top flap down, making sure our little tang goes into its home, you'll feel it because you won't be able to pull it backward. It's nice and secure, and then lay it down fully like this, and then replace our fastener. Again, that's a 6mm, and you'll notice I am using a hand ratchet. I am not using a power tool of any kind. And I don't have a torque spec, don't ask. I'm just going to go wrist tight, like this tight, watch. This tight, that's it. Just wrist tight, very lightly. It's metal going to plastic, and you can just rip those threads right out, and then you'll really be in Bummerville. Now it's time to replace our side kick panel, and you'll notice that there are a bunch of tangs on the back of it, and those correspond with all these holes right here. So it won't line up and go unless it's right. So don't force it too hard unless you're sure. There you go. Just go around, make sure all the clips are happy and in their home, like these ones are, and we can move on. Then we can bring our top kick panel in as our speaker and our light, and we can just plug those back in by grabbing the connector, lining it up, and pushing it in. Same with the light here. Line it up, push it in, easy as pie. And we can grab our top kick panel here and just place it back into its home. It's gonna take a little bit of convincing. So right here, you'll see this little arch. It goes right there on that tang. So you kind of like slip it backward as you're pushing up. And there's another one on that side as well, but I can only show one at a time. There we go. Feel all around, make sure it's in its home. If it's not, you'll see like a big gap, or it'll just keep falling down. So then we can replace our body clips. And how do we do that? Take your body clip, remove the middle of it to make this as easy as possible. Find the hole, insert it in, grab the middle of the body clip, line it up. It only goes in one way, so don't force it. And there you go. Just do that for all the other body clips. Nice. Here's our last body clip hole. And you can also just preload it because it's easier to kind of locate it. Just don't push it in all the way. And then just put it in, press the body clip, and you're all done. So at this point, put your floor mat back in. I don't have one, but I know you guys got it. This step is not strictly necessary, but it is good practice. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to service, select our maintenance, and we just did an air cabin filter. So we recorded it, confirm, and then that'll remind us in 2 years, hey, change your air cabin filter. So that's how to change an air cabin filter for a 2022 Tesla Model 3. Like I said at the top of the video, this is absurdly easy. I just called my Tesla service center to ask them how much this service would cost, and they said about $200, their exact words. This is not $200 worth. This is something you could accomplish. If I wasn't filming, I could do this in under 10 minutes. It is that quick. You can totally do this at home with very minimal amount of tools and have your air cabin filter be nice and fresh, because the air cabin filter is the air you are breathing, which is why it gets moldy and gross. And you should be doing this, you should be changing this every 2 years or every 30-ish thousand miles, something like that. Basically, how fresh do you want your air? Also, I've left links down below in the description for the official Tesla product for this year range and a more budget-friendly alternative you can find on Amazon. I think the Amazon one will work just as well as the official Tesla one, but that's just my opinion. So definitely try this repair yourself. It's an excellent way to save money, and think about how many times you're gonna do this over the lifetime of the vehicle. Probably 4 times, $200 each time. You're looking at very nearly $1,000 just changing very simple cabin air filters, which you could do at home in your driveway and not deal with the inconvenience of taking it to a Tesla service center or some other mechanic. Thank you so very much for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting at all, please consider becoming a member down below by clicking that join button as a direct way to help the channel out. Barring that, a like, comment, or subscription go a really long way in helping my channel out again, and I really, really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.